this week has been a pretty rough week. And so today when I got up to get ready to do my videos, I'm like, I'm not even going to take a shower. I just feel like staying in the clothes that I'm in. Still got my pajamas on, guys. Look at this stuff. I know that's nice. But sometimes I just want to be comfortable and I just want to relax. Not sometimes, all the time, I want to be comfortable. But let's get into this message. I want to see what Spirit has for us for the next few days when it comes to ascension messages, what we may experience in the next few days. I'm feeling instantly that there's something that needs to be put in order. We need to have some sort of plan of action. Something put in order, plan of action is what I'm getting. And I'm hearing yes, yes, yes with that. So the first card that came out is Just Go. This is talking about doing a walking meditation, getting out and connecting with nature, listening to the different sounds as you're walking by, paying attention to the different colors that you may see as you're walking around or what have you, but getting really connected with nature in some way, shape, or form. So sun gazing may be something that some of you are guided to do at this time as well. Maybe even looking up in the clouds for like cloud meditation type thing. Like what kind of images are you seeing in the clouds? Is there birds that are flying around? You know, what kind of things are happening? We also have sex magic, which is talking about tantra. This is talking about getting connected with sexual type of energy. So this could be referring to actually having sex. But what I'm actually feeling with this is it's referring to connection with tantra, movement of your body, getting connected with energies in a deeper way than just having sex. So it's about learning how to harness the sexual energy without having sex. Maybe sensual touch, things of that sort is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Am I supposed to take all these cards? Yes or no? Am I supposed to take this one? Not this one? Yes, I am. Okay. These? All right. So I'm going to put these back. So anyhow, talking about sexual magic and somehow using that sexual magic to create is what I'm feeling with this. I used to, when I first started going through this ascension journey, use sexual magic as a way of as a way of manifesting. And I'm not going to give you examples of how I did it because that's personal, but there is ways of doing things when it comes to like, I'm just going to say masturbation, tantra, where it's, you know, sensual touch, or not just sensual touch, but connecting with somebody else's energy without having touch. Okay. So just energetic exchange and orgasming off of that energetic exchange. So what I feel is some of you are learning different ways in which to harness this sexual magic, because the energy that comes from having sex, having orgasms, not having sex, but having orgasms instead, sensual touch, all of those things are things that help us to manifest. It helps us to create. That is the most creative energy that you can tap into. And so you don't have to have a partner to harness your sexual energy. But I did get messages from a TikTok video that I did not too long ago this morning, about working with the solar plexus as well as sacral chakra. For whatever reason, I would have thought root chakra and sacral, but they're telling me solar plexus and sacral chakra to help harness that sexual energy. And so I feel like creativity has something to do with it, and maybe like stepping into your personal power. And that's why I was seeing solar plexus. Either way it goes, some of you are falling back into traditional ways of being. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. What I am feeling is like there's traditional ways of having a household or something of that sort, or maybe you're finding out that the traditional ways that your parents did things were not so bad, or, 411 guys, look that up on Sacred Scribes, but we're not so bad. And maybe you're going back more towards, having traditional ways of being engaged in a connection, or maybe, just the way that you raise your household, something of that sort is coming back. I even feel like some of you are actually working through the energies of what tradition means to you. Like, what kind of traditions do you want to practice in your life? Is it something that's even important to you at all? So I feel like there's a lot of questions that's being asked, or that revolves around traditions and following traditions, or having your own tradition that maybe you've started with someone, or a certain thing that you do every year at the same time, or what have you. It's going to be different, 4, 5, 6 for everybody. we do have the peace card, which is talking about peace of mind. But instantly, as I said, peace of mind, I felt like it started here, meaning in the heart space. So there's something that either you had received clarity on that was affecting your heart, and maybe once that clarity came, it's like you have that peace of mind. Something of that sort is what Spirit has shown me. And I feel like a lot of observation, gaining different perspective, receiving some sort of clarity in a certain situation is happening. And so whatever this situation or project or person it is that it's talking about or referring to for you, I feel like figuring things out, putting things in order, what they had said in the very beginning is kind of going along with every bit of what this is saying. So you're figuring out what you want for your life, what kind of traditions you want to follow, what kind of ways to embrace your creative magic, and by doing so with your sexual magic. I kind of feel like I'm a little tied up for my words, but I'm feeling like just this need to just get up and do these things, start changing certain aspects, start engaging in different things that have to do with sexual magic. And you're going to realize it doesn't always have to do with having sex. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with having sex. So using your creative energy, which is that sexual energy, is what this is referring to. Finding ways and means to do so. Maybe even watching guided meditations that'll help you to harness that energy, something like that. But I feel like we're stepping into more like this vibrant type of energy, this energy of like enthusiasm or just a lot of joy or excitement going into this maybe new year or new project that you're going into, or something that you're putting time and energy into. But whatever it is, I feel like flow isn't completely happening just yet. It's more of like you're flowing in other areas of your life, but this certain particular area, there isn't flow just yet. But it's like all the other things that you had to find flow or balance in are helping you to find flow and balance in this situation. And I feel like for many of you, this is something that is connected with like a purpose or a calling, or maybe a divine union as in like a twin flame, or a highly advanced like soulmate type of connection, maybe even for some of you. But I feel like this is mainly connected with a spiritual aspect of things. So even if it is a relationship for you guys, there's a spiritual connection to it. A twin flame, a soulmate, there's some sort of gifts and talents that come along with the connection of both of you, maybe on some sort of healing process, or maybe one is helping to awaken the other or something like that. But there's definitely a dynamic of a spiritual connection, a highly advanced spiritual connection, or one that will eventually become highly advanced. Yes, they're saying. Am I supposed to continue with these cards? I'm coming back to them. Okay, let's see. Many of you are not taking no for an answer. You've been saying no to a certain situation, a certain energy, or maybe you haven't been fully saying no. You've been engaging in this energy a little bit, but then in other aspects, you pick and choose what you do not want to engage in. And so Spirit's like, look, it's time for you to, whether or not it's fear that's holding you back, or you just don't have enough know-how, or maybe you don't know what your next steps are, whatever it may be, don't let that stop you from pursuing or putting time and energy into organizing, having a plan of action, or something of that sort with said project, said person, said whatever situation this is that this is referring to. Again, for many of you, this is a spiritual aspect of your life that involves probably multiple other aspects, because when we're engaged in our spiritual aspect of our life, everything in our physical life just starts to seemingly turn around. Let me turn some lights on real quick. Yeah, but I feel like everything just seemingly starts to turn around. And this is a card of protection, successful speculations. This is a card of advancement or improvements. But I'm feeling so much the need for having a plan of action. Whether this plan of action involves some sort of tradition or leaving traditions behind, that doesn't matter. But I feel like that's even part of what you're trying to figure out at this time. And so a lot of introspection, like like going inside and seeing what higher self wants for you, what your soul truly wants for you, and things of that sort. But here's the kicker. So you're going to feel like there's some tricky type of energy, but you and your contemplation, your like decision making and having to come up with a plan of action and things of that sort is what is bringing on this trickster energy. This is not the universe tricking you. This is you pulling stunts out of your back pocket, basically, so to speak. And it's almost like you're making yourself challenged in certain ways. Everybody's not going to resonate with this energy. However, bringing on chaos and confusion only because you're either not trusting in something, or you're not having a plan of action like Spirit is telling you to, or you've known exactly what you're supposed to do and you're not doing it anyway. And so you're bringing on the chaos, confusion, trickster energy, and things of that sort. However, on the flip side of that is a lot of laughter, which means you end up seeing your bullshit for what it is. It's bullshit. And so you laugh through it. You end up changing that energy. You alchemize, being that master alchemizer. I can't even talk. Alchemist. And changing that energy around to something that will be more beneficial, more of a high vibration. And so along with that comes this energy of abundance, getting out of a normal and having a new normal. It's almost like you are making what most people think of as normal change to be a new norm. So you are the new norm. Something that you're doing, something that you're engaging in is becoming the new norm. And so there's a lot of excitement. This is a card of good luck, success, good omens. So we have two cards back to back that tell me that there's something successful about to happen or in the process of happening, or maybe once you make that plan of action, you're making that plan of action. And once you do, and you start tapping into this creative energy, that sexual creative energy, then things just start happening. You're going to start to see flow where you didn't have balance, where all of those other things on the outside, maybe the sexual magic that you're learning to engage in, learning about traditions or practicing certain traditions or taking certain traditions away, all of these things that you're aligning with and balancing on the outside of this, but it goes along with this, things start happening. Phenomenal luck. A lot of inspiring and creative moments or ideas. Copper, no. He likes to fluff up things. My bed, my blanket, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have right underneath the bear, which is successful speculations, we have the safe, which indicates that there's a constant flow of income. Okay, for some of you, this could mean a loss of income at this time. However, I felt like this is a never-ending flow of money. Doesn't mean it's a lot of money at one time. It could be just a few cents a day. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, but I know I've been staying busy. I haven't been doing readings lately, going live and doing my 2 free, 4 for 5, or 9 for 15 lately, because I have been busy in multiple other ways, not just with my healing practice, but with other things. And I've been having a steady flow of income. My bills were not behind at all this season like they normally are. I'm normally slow in business. Business has been pretty busy. And so multiple flows of income. Might not be a lot of income, but I feel like people are even getting balanced out, or something is starting to feel more normal. Again, remember, there's this like sense of a new normal. It's something that's transforming, that's becoming a new norm for you. Okay. And maybe even, I feel like people are kind of, what am I trying to say? People are grasping onto what you're doing. They're seeing the change in your life. They're seeing that you are representing something that is powerful and transformational. And so people are starting to follow you, or starting to kind of like mimic things that you are doing in your life. Maybe even asking you questions like, how did you manifest this? How are you all of a sudden making money and going from being broke to having constant flow? Yeah, you don't have a lot saved up, but you have constant flow. And so people are asking you what you're doing. And even so, asking you like, well, how are you going to get to that constant flow where it is exactly what you want? Again, you're going to tell them goal setting. I have a plan of action. I've written things out. I've told the universe what I want. I've even meditated about this and shown visuals to the universe of what I want. And now I'm waiting on the universe to tell me how to get it. And I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to listen to my discernment of spirit. I'm going to pay attention to the animal symbolism that's all around me, as well as numbers, repeated numbers. What is the universe telling me in numbers? What is my flashes in my head giving me? I'm going to talk to my thoughts that are coming through, and I'm going to ask, like, is this me thinking this, my human self? If no, is it of love, inspiration, and guidance? Then yes, it's my spirit team. It's my higher self. It's my guidance that is guiding me on the right path. I know what to do now. If the answer is no, get the hell away, man. You have no power or authority over me in my life. I don't want you. I don't need you. Scat. Right? Talk to it as if it's a human being that's treating you like shit, because that's all it wants to do is to distort your thoughts, get you into a more negative way of thinking or being and things of that sort. It still does happen to the best of us. Even somebody that is highly vibrating has bad days where spiritual attacks can happen. Sometimes it just is because we didn't protect our aura that day. A million gazillion reasons why things can attack. So be real mindful of that for whatever reason somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so moving on. Some of us have a change of address coming up soon. This could be within the next couple of years. This could be 5 years from now. Soon to the angels or to the universe. Could be tomorrow. It could be the next hour from now. So it's going to resonate differently with everybody, but this is a change of address. For some of you, I feel like you're making plans, or maybe even starting down a path of, they're showing me like living off the land, foraging, maybe killing your own food, learning about herbs, and buying land that has these things on it, or you're capable of producing those things on. I feel like there's plans. That's even a plan of action for many of you. This is a dream of mine. I would love to go tiny and live on a bunch of land and live off that land, have a bunch of animals and things of that sort. Even if I didn't go tiny, I'd still like to have a lot of land with water, resource, all of those things. It's something, even as a child, not just because of my ascension journey, even as a child, I've always dreamed of having a lot of land, a lot of woods, water by me, things of that sort. So this is always going to be a goal until I get it. And so many of us, because of putting time and energy, action into the things that we are needing to shift and change around so that we can have what it is that we're wanting, we're doing whatever it takes. I feel like some of us are learning what a star we are, learning how powerful we are. We're learning to honor and hone this power in a way that is positive and inspirational to other people. We are learning to create in a way that doesn't make us look egotistical or proudful. I feel like we're really learning how to do good in the world and become a star in a way that we're not like, oh, look at me, but what can I do to help others? It's not about publicity, how many subscribers you can get, although that's probably going to be part of your process if you're somebody that's meant to be in the public eye. It has definitely been part of my process. Why? Because we're taught to, if you don't have the numbers, you're not doing it right, or you're not good enough, or whatever. I've had to work through that off and on constantly for the past 4 years. And so, I have 20 views on most of my videos, guys. It is a killer to the soul. Trust me, it is. However, instantly when I see that, spirit will tell me, but do you realize how many people you just helped? That's 20 more people you just helped. Like, they'll change it around and help me to focus on the positive aspect of it. So some of you are going to go through this time of realizing it's, you're going to be the star, but it's not about being the star. It's not about being famous. It's not about how many subscribers you get, but how many lives can you help to transform so that those 20 lives or whatever can help transform 20 more lives, and so on and so forth. And so you've started a ripple effect. That's where you're the star. You're the star in the universe's eyes and God's eyes. Your higher self is cheering you on. Your guidance team is cheering you on. And so they're showing me 2, 3, 4s on this card. 2, 3, and 4. Double 2s as well. Success. A lot of speculation of success. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards of success here. Not these cards. Which cards do I go to? They're telling me now to go back to these cards. So we are tapping more into the divine essence that we are. This is the true spark, the creative creator that we are. 2002, guys, that is a mirror. You may be mirroring things in other people that you need to see in yourself, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. But this is about tapping into the I am presence, the true divine spark that you originated as, okay? And so some of you, this means you are meditating, you're getting to a space of 0 point energy. That could also be why I seen sacral and root chakra earlier when I thought it, or let me say this again. I seen the root, crap, I can't even talk. I seen the sacral and the solar plexus, but I thought it should have been the root in the sacral chakra, which for whatever reason, when I get to 0 point energy, those are the two chakras that spirit has me focus on. So, however, the stellar gateway is the I am presence. That is the nomad energy center. So this is where you can get more connected with that. So maybe some of you need to even awaken your stellar gateway. Yes, I'm hearing. Am I supposed to take all of these? Okay, it's so important to have an attitude of gratitude. Why? Because there's a lot of manifestations that happen out of giving thanksgiving, out of being grateful for what you have. When you're in an attitude of gratitude and you're smiling and you're giving thanks for things, you can't be upset about what's not coming to you. So you manifest things on a more rapid, regular basis instead of, fighting through the insecurities and things just start coming to you. So being the master alchemist, changing any kind of energies around. Maybe you're not the master alchemist, but you're learning how to do that. This is a card of magic that happens because of retraining the mind, acting as if, doing things a little bit different, just saying things different. Even if you don't know how something's going to come to you or how you're going to manifest it, acting and speaking as if it's already there. Guess what happens? Abracadabra. What does abracadabra mean? It means magic. It's going to be there. It's happening. Watch. It's transforming. It's changing. So I'd actually advise you guys to go look up the word abracadabra. It actually is a very, very powerful word for manifesting. So it is something that you can start incorporating. 2222. By the way, guys, on TikTok, I got 2,222 subscribers as of yesterday. This morning, I woke up with 7 more, but that was a pretty cool thing. I've been seeing 222 lately and 22 and 22222. So anyhow, if we could get YouTube to that so I could go live and share my live videos, that would be better. But abracadabra is a very powerful word for manifestation. Some of you need to probably look that up. Don't just believe everything that you hear or say or see, though. Make sure you're using your discernment of spirit. God gives you that discernment for a reason, so that you can know what is truth and what is falsity. And so the next card that we have is protection. We have 2 cards that are talking about sex magic, creation through sex magic. And I'm feeling just doing it alone. And so you're learning how to manifest things or get connected with your sexual energy without having to have a partner. However, this is the partnered energy. And so maybe it's talking about first and foremost alone and then with a partner. So for some of you, you have a twin flame or a soulmate that you're needing to engage in sexual magic with, learning how to harness the creative energy through the building up of sexual magic and using it as you're at that peak. When you're feeling that peak energy, that peak sexual energy, and I'm meaning when you're engaging in either sensual touch or just connecting with somebody else's energy or just connecting with your own sexual energy, when you get to that peak where you're almost about to have an orgasm, so to speak, that's when you think of and visualize, smile as you're doing it, that in which you want to manifest. And guess what, guys? You do that over and over and over again, it comes to you. Things just move out of the way. Mountains are moved. Or when you have those negative thoughts or negative challenges come in the way, you fight them off instantly, and you still have that because of creating with the sexual magic. There is so much power in it. I used to use it all the time. I don't anymore. I regularly manifest things pretty quickly. However, if I don't, it's because there's lessons that still need to be learned. There's something I'm missing out of something. But if I'm missing it, it's because there's something that I'm going to be taught. Okay. It's not because I'm doing something wrong. It's because the lesson is still going to be learned. And so sometimes I just have to tolerate the different types of challenges or awakenings that I may be going through when it comes to fulfillment, because when we're getting into an energy of alignment, balance, fulfillment, success, maybe even more money and things, there's new challenges, guys. So we have to be patient with the process. This is telling us that, things are going to happen. We have to flow with whatever the flow is, whether it's challenging at the moment, peaceful at the moment, whatever it may be. Just tolerate things as they are, because we're leveling up. We're going to a new time of being. Yes, they're saying. I was told the bottom, initiation. Couldn't be a better card to pull off the bottom here. This is a strong card. The first and the last card are always, they're saying it's not the last card though, are always one of the strongest cards in the reading. And this is a card of initiation, feeling all bound up, feeling like, restrictions are there. However, they're telling me that you're only restricted by what you feel like you're restricted by. So some of these are starting to fall away from this lady or you, so to speak. Why? Because you're putting in the time and energy. You've came up with a plan of action. You're learning about the different traditions that you want to let go of and what you want to hold on to. You're learning that you can have peace of mind by changing and alchemizing energies, or continuing to practice being the alchemist, because you're already a master in that, and you just continuously have to switch thoughts around, or the way that you say things, or what have you. You're being more of that divine essence, the creative creator that you truly are. Keeping that attitude of gratitude keeps you protected from those outside sources that would try to interfere. Any kind of spiritual attacks that may happen to your psyche, or whatever it may be. Maybe it's just drama that's coming from people around you. Your aura is protected. Spirit's like, we've got you. We're wanting you to move to this new level, and we're going to help you to get there no matter what. Why? Because you're putting in all this time and energy into keeping things together. Peaceful, mindful, gratitude. Whatever it is, you are doing the work. So congratulations. These restrictions are falling away. It may just be that they weren't restrictions in the first place. You just thought that they were. You just seen them as that. I forgot I had a drink from the Daily Grind. Copper and I went and got him some bacon. I got my frappe. I treat myself about once a week to a frappe from there for job well done. I'm just going to say it, for a job well done. I don't drink coffee and things of that sort. However, once a week, if I've done what I needed to do, if I've accomplished what I've set out to accomplish, I have my drink. So that is vanilla bean frappe. They're telling me to keep going. I thought one flipped over. Okay, here we go. All of these. I can't make this shit up, man. We have Seduction as the next card. This is also a card of sexual energy. And so there could be some seductive energy around you for whatever reason. I'm feeling like many of you, all of a sudden, your light is shining so brightly that people are attracted to you. They see this it's almost like you have this light flashing, like, come look at me. I'm beautiful. I'm talented. I'm successful. I'm whatever. And so there's going to be a flood of different energies that are going to be coming towards you. So this could be friendships. This could be people interested in romantic relationships with you. This could be friends from the past or family members from the past just coming out of the woodwork. However, I feel like there's like this kind of like, you're a seductive type of person, not meaning like you are seducing people, but the way that you look, your light, all of that is seducing others around you. And so you're attractive to many, many people. It may not just be that it's your beauty, but your light is attracting. It's a magnet to those around you. We are coming into an energy of balance, wholeness, bliss, togetherness, community, good standing is what I'm hearing. But there's a lot of magic, okay? A lot of magic that is being done or worked out for many of you. So if you're somebody who's on this journey, newly awakened, you're going to start tapping into, as you practice all these things I've been saying, figuring out what kind of traditions you want, solo magic with yourself, tantra, connecting with your sexual energy, the true essence that you truly are, meditating at your sacral and root chakra to get to 0 point energy, having those intentions. All of these things that you're going to start doing is going to help you to get to this energy of magic. And you'll know what I mean when you get there. This is where you connect with energies of oneness. You start to see things that you normally wouldn't see with the physical eye. You start engaging with things that normal people wouldn't understand or believe unless they actually had experiences with it themselves. Like spiritual magic. This is supernatural experiences, losing density and things of that sort, which is going to bring you into this energy of excitement. Vitality is what I'm feeling for whatever reason, but like a vital type of energy. And I feel like my camera is getting ready to shut off from not having enough time. So if it does, I apologize, guys. It might just end abruptly. But anyhow, an energy of bliss and togetherness is what I am feeling. Yes, yes, and yes, I heard. Okay, guys, let's see if I can get this out before the camera hangs up. We have the blessing of meditation. Your window of perception is cleansed, and for a moment you see life as it truly is, infinite and eternal. Meditation will help you to rise above any situation and event and see things clearly. What usually seems chaotic and disorderly can seem the opposite. Know that there is divine order in your life. I hope that you guys got something out of this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow. If you don't already, thank you to anybody who does. If you're interested in a free or paid reading, please go follow me on Facebook group, Healings, Readings, Empowerment, and More with Trish-Poe. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Much love to you guys. Bye.